write a project and you release
Boom.
it.
You know, some of the best music I've ever heard is always inspired by, turmoil.
Yeah.
And
Man,
the first one I
that's
was
the
thinking
truth.
about when you were telling me about that was Confessions by Usher.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
to me is my favorite
That's
work
one of his
his.
best albums.
Yeah, like that whole album is just fire. And he's just like basically saying I'm sorry the whole fucking time,
The whole time.
because he just realized like I ruined a good thing. And it was super public, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of got ahead of it, maybe more than it would have been had it just been like a reactionary thing.
Totally.
Or Usher is found cheating on another public figure. What's her name?
Right.
Is it Chili? What's up?
Shoot, I don't know.
One of the girls from TLC. It wasn't Left Eye T, but it had to be Chili, And that sounds like that's what you got going on here.
Kinda, except for I'm not apologizing.
Right, it's the other way around. It's the I've been wronged kind of thing.
Yeah.
So is this like an Adele level you fucked up thing? Is this kind of what this is like
I
bleeding
don't know.
over into?
So I have it broken up. I don't know if you saw the album artwork. I've kind of broken it up into chapters.
Oh, shit.
So before each title of the song, I have like a chapter because it's love lessons.
Right.
As told by me and my experience. So first chapter is heartache, lover's lament. Second chapter is resentment. There's a song about that. Next song is closure. There's a song about that. The next song is temptation. Getting over something new, seeing something new. You're tempted now. You want to try out something new. That's the low key single that just came out. That's the single off the album, Low Key Lover, featuring Nam as well. Shout out to him for getting on that song with me. And then the last chapter is affirmation, and there's a song about that. So I really just, because that's just kind of like I was saying earlier, it's just I wrote this over a certain period of time. Throughout that period of time, you go through different headspaces and you're coming to terms with different things. So when it came down to like, how do I put this into one complete project, that's like the only way I could visualize it was in chapters, because I wrote this in chapters. I feel like I experienced it in chapters. So I feel like it's only right to just present it that way as well.
Right.
So
I'm with it. Well, that'll probably allow people to connect with it too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
I don't think you can listen to this without realizing it's like a personal project.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, when I was taking a lot of studying writing, one of the best things I read was the human experiences contained within all of us.
Yeah.
And that is essentially saying
Tapping
that,
into it.
yeah, well, everybody goes through the exact same things. There may be slightly different versions of them, you know what I mean? But everybody is going through heartache. Everybody is going through strife and doubt and hate and anger and all these different things. So
And
you
they're
expressing
also
that.
like feeling new things, and
For
they're
sure.
curious, and they're
Absolutely.
excited, and
Absolutely.
then they're heartbroken again.
Well, because it's a cycle, you know.
But I got a song for you.
Hey, we out here. But yeah, man, it's gonna really help. I think a lot of people's gonna be able to connect with what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I can only hope.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's kind of like a closure album for me, so I'm happy just getting it out.
No
You know, it's one of those things where it's just like, I love that I'm being able to put it out for everyone else to absorb for their own reasons and for their own take on it, but I couldn't, I'm happy just getting it out there too. So
No doubt.
yeah.
So I've talked to a few other people that we actually know coming, and they've also done a lot of EPs.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the release of Stress now that it's done?
Well,
because
I'm still stressed. It's coming out on Friday.
True.
It's like finishing touches are still there, but I don't think that stress really ever goes away until you get that email that says all your things are live on iTunes, live on Spotify. It's like, okay, it's out there. I feel like this is my least favorite part. Is like the couple days leading up to putting it up on for distribution, because it's like, oh my gosh, do I want to change that? Do I want to change this detail? Do I like this? Do I feel good about this? Like that demoitis kind of feel like, oh my god, like, is everything wrong? All the self-doubt hits you all at once. So just kind of like wrap it up, package it, and just shove it away. Now we're done. It's just got to be out. But definitely a stressful process. But I would say there's things I've learned from this process. I've never done it before. You always have to go through your first EP. You got to go through your first music video. You got to go through your first everything. Got to go through your first heartbreak, your first breakup. So there's a first for everything, and there's a lot that I've taken away from this experience, and I'm excited to come at it again for my next project with a more like level grounding of like what to expect and what not to expect, because I just kind of walked into it like, I mean, I've heard how it goes, but
Right.
everybody's experience is different. Depends on who you're working with. Depends on if
Style of
someone's
music.
giving you the money or
Right.
you're funding the money. You know, it's all different. There's a lot of variables, but I've enjoyed the process.
Mm-hmm.
I would do it again. Would I change things? For sure. But,
Definitely.
yeah, definitely would change things, but I'm happy with how things have been turning
That's
out.
what's up. So, what advice would you have to somebody who has yet to put a complete project together, or even somebody that's releasing their first single? You know, there's a lot of new artists coming out and taking that
Yeah.
leap every single day. Right now, somebody's uploading
Yeah.
music right now for the first time,
Right.
and somebody's thinking about doing it. You know,
Right.
what advice would you have to somebody who's who's deciding this is what I want to do?
I think something that I probably should have heard more, told myself more, was stop worrying about everybody else.
Oh my God.
You know, the oversaturation. Like it's so saturated now. Like
Definitely.
like you just said, everybody's uploading music. You don't need a distribution deal to be.
You don't.
I'm not signed to a label. I literally upload my things in there.
Right.
I use DistroKid and it's uploaded to all platforms for me within 48 hours.
They do that?
Anybody can do that.
Wow.
So you don't need a label anymore
Yeah, for sure.
to be on Tidal and
Right.
all these things. Like anybody can do it. So one, that's intimidating. Don't be intimidated, I guess, and just don't second guess yourself. Like if you feel like you want to put something out and you feel passionate about it, do it. Don't worry about how it's going to be received. I think I deal with even now just like I don't know how it's going to be received. I don't know if it's going to come off the way I want to. This and that and what are people going to think? Are they going to like it? Are they not? It's like screw all that.
Right.
Put it out, you know, because you might really like change someone's perspective on something. You might find a new lane for other people who are trying to do the same thing you are. So don't get caught in a genre. Don't feel like you have to hold to any specific anything. Just put yourself out there.